Thank you so much for staying tuned. If you just joined us, this is TMI reaching you live from Benin City, Edo State, Nigeria. I want to dive into what is happening, what's about to happen in Anambra State, talking about the gubernatorial election. Mind you, when President Bola Ahmed Tinubu of the APC and of course our beloved president paid a visit to Anambra State, it was hosted by Soludo, and they made a pact. Soludo was like, Mr. President, I will give you all backings you need for the presidential election. My people will vote for the APC because we love the job that you are doing. But I cannot leave APGA because it's the soul of the Southeast politics, especially in Anambra State. And Mr. President was so happy with what he heard from Governor Soludo. Moving forward, an election is coming. Paul Dejol of the opinion that since Soludo pledged allegiance to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, APC shouldn't have a candidate. Well, guess what? They do have a candidate. And here comes the question. If you talk about realignment or politics or politicians or political inclination, how is it going to affect the outcome of Anambra State gubernatorial election? I still have Honorable Ariba and of course Barrister Austin Oray. Justin, thank you, Justin Oray. They'll be here to tell you what they feel about all this. But as a party man, I want to start off with you, Honorable Ariba. Yes, Governor Chukwuma Soludo swore allegiance to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, saying he is going to support him come 2027, but he cannot leave APGA. And the president agreed. People are thinking that since he has shown, this goodwill, solidarity, APC ought not to affiliate a candidate. What is going on?
Well, we in the APC, we understand our position in the Nigerian political space at the moment, being the beautiful bride that everyone is courting. And that is why you see a flurry of defections into the APC. Having said that, the president is a politician true and true, and he understands that when certain political actors are under pressure and want political favors, they can also make political statements. But those statements need to be tried, they need to be looked at thoroughly to ascertain if they are actually speaking from the heart and if the intentions are genuine. We've had a situation like that in Bayelsa, when the governor was seeking a second tenure, and he went with Barrister Eson Wike to pay a visit on the president in the villa. And as soon as he got his second term, he was elected on the platform of the PDP, and he turned a different person. And so the president also understands that the Southeast is looking very lofty for the APC at the moment. And we have a majority of the governors from the Southeast at the moment. And therefore, we stand a very good chance in the election. Hence, we have to have a dog in that fight. And we have a very formidable candidate in Nicholas Okachukwu. And we do believe that he stands a very great chance to win. We also understand the peculiarity of Anambra politics, given that it's been an APGA fiefdom, political fiefdom, if you will, for since the time of Governor Peter Obi, and that was largely influenced by the involvement of Ojukwu in the politics and the formation of APGA at the time, his wife and all of that. But we also know too now that the wife is with us in APC as a minister, and I wouldn't expect her to campaign for APGA, so that gives us an edge as well. Because we know that the Igbos, especially of the Anambra extraction, have a great reverence for the memory and personality, even though he's in the great beyond now, or Odumegu Ojukwu, and whom we believe politically the wife represents today. So the president, of course, heads Soludo, and he also understands politics and political comments. And so it's also imperative, for us to have a candidate in a state as viable as Anambra. So
All right.
that's why we do have one.
All right, I'll come back to you. Now, what do you feel about these arrangements? I'm not saying this like a betrayal to Chukwuma Soludo. After all, he made it open, he made it plain that, Mr. President, we are for you, even if we are in Abga. Someone saying that, even look at Wike, he's in PDP, but working for APC. So why would you go feed a candidate knowing fully well that you have someone that is saying that is with you 247?
Well, first and foremost, the person APC feeded, they have their own political right to do so. It's their constitutional right. It's inalienable, so they can decide to aspire. Even he can even decide to challenge President Ahmed Tinubu in 2027 APC primaries. Yes, it's the person's right to aspire. It's the party's right to feed a candidate. Now, coming to the statement of Mr. or Professor Chukwuemeka or Soludo, or Charles Soludo, I've forgotten the other. I think
Chukwuma
Soludo, yes.
Charles Chukwuma Soludo, coming to him, making that statement. I think I've even seen the picture where he put on that signal cap of a Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Yes.
He may mean it, he may be otherwise, but those statements were made out of desperation.
Out of desperation?
Yes.
Can you please throw more light on that?
Okay, good. When you look at the consequences of the off-cycle election that has been held since the coming of this current Bola Ahmed Tinubu's presidency, is there anyone that has gone against APC or gone the other way? They use all might that is available at the federal level to emasculate it from you. A classical example is the Edo State own, where even the Inspector General of Police has to come down to Edo State and pronounce a lawfully and a duly established security outfit by the Edo State House of Assembly and said they are banned. Just because of last year's September 21st Edo State election.
But they have their reasons for that.
Hold on, sir.
Don't forget about the court clash.
Hold on, sir. Edo State security.
Don't forget also about the integrity of the election.
Please, sir. When you ask a question, you allow the person.
Go ahead. Your answer. We are talking.
Interjecting and distorting the flow. It's not done. Please. I kept quiet when my friend was speaking, and you also allowed me, grant me that audience, please.
I believe you got your thought right now. Please continue.
Thank you. So, like I said, because all of them are looking at what happened in Edo State, so they are all careful, placing alliance or allegiance to the president. Meanwhile, on a very good day, Edo State election was won by PDP. The results are there, even though the other. Hold on.
We are on national TV.
Okay, hold on. Let me.
You cannot go against the will of the court.
That is where I'm going to. You allow me explain.
It's been dusted already. It's been sealed.
Okay.
It's been delivered.
Can I explain?
Okay, continue, please.
Okay. Looking at that outcome of that election, every other person has to take caution. Serious caution. That is why you see, because what happened in Edo can happen any other place. And now, Charles Soludo is the only Abga governor we have in Nigeria. He's like indirectly pleading, presidency, sir, I'm loyal to your presidency, but let this election, if that election go free and fair, and Anambra electorate allowed to choose their candidate, like somebody said on air yesterday in Politics Today, that if they do that election, whether in the ninth or in the Coven, Soludo will win. But if you look at the political, the electoral history, where one can become 100 or 1,000 can become 1,000, they are scared. They are scared to their wits. A whole lot. You know what? Even look at what happened in Rivers after Edo. An constitutional government was set up in a constitutional government. Who does that? And they went to court. Till now, I've not heard that Supreme Court has delivered a ruling on such a magnitude, a matter of such magnitude. I'm not aware. something that should be done and dusted after the pleadings have been fully exchanged. Till now, over 6 months. But when the Naira saga came up, the Supreme Court quickly intervened. Do you know what? That's a coup in Rivers State. You see that when your eye not go clear, but not go tell you. Sorry, I'm using those.
It's okay. It's okay.
Understand?
Go ahead.
That is the fear that it happened in Edo. It happened in Rivers. My dear, these people can do it. He has to go and show loyalty. Osun is already doing the same, so that they can save their seat. But however, the true electorate, if they should allow if the election is free, fair, transparent, and credible, and that electoral result is transmitted using beavers, my dear, APC does not stand a chance. APC does not stand a chance. Their only chance is what I've just presidency and the other things that can follow.
Right.
Say free, fair, credible, and transparent election for where they don't stand a chance. In Anambra, not even PDP. Okay. Anambra, not even right. PDP. Say PDP now, APC. You should know that there are places where some political parties will have a chance, a good one at that. And there are also places you know that on a good day, this people don't stand a chance. Even though you go and bring a saint, the person will have a difficult day to convince them to go otherwise. And APC, with all we see in Nigeria today, well, I leave them to Anambra people. Now then go decide last.
Honorable, you said your party is bullish, intimidating people.
Well,
please react to his comments.
A lawyer to come on international TV and make several libelous statements is very sad. That a lawyer, I believe, hold on.
No, let's not hit on this profession. Just focus on his comments, please. Hold on. This is where I put my foot down. Hold on.
Libelous comment to say that the Supreme Court has determined an issue, INEC has determined. We went through from the tribunal to the appeal court, all the way to the Supreme Court, and the INEC result was determined that the governor of Edo State was duly elected.
We've trashed that already. That's why I cautioned him.
We haven't.
That's why I cautioned him.
He held on to it and said he was using that to make a fight. And I didn't see him, but he wanted to leave that in the minds of the viewers. You know, he's a lawyer. If the Supreme Court has made a pronouncement on an issue, it's final for the rest of our lives, except the Supreme Court reviews their judgment. So for you to come on national TV again and still say that the PDP won in Edo State, I'm bemused. I haven't said that. He goes on again to say off-cycle elections. What are where have they had off-cycle elections? Starting from Kogi. Kogi was a returning APC, was an APC state where we had the victory again. You come to Edo State, for instance, that he has just been screaming blue mother about. Was Edo State not an ab initio an APC state? That governor?
No.
Can you hold on?
Hold on. He has the floor. Relax. You react. Barrister, hold on. You react. If it's going foul, I'll put my foot down. You know that too well. Please continue.
Please.
All right.
Edo State had been in the hands of APC for 8 years under Governor Oshomole, and he handed over to yet another APC man, Godwin Obaseki. APC won that election, and Godwin Obaseki, as a sitting APC governor, defected to the PDP. As at the time he defected, which party did he belong to? The APC. Where was the state was an APC state? He defrauded us and fraudulently took our...
Hold on, now you cannot say he defrauded, please. This is why I put my foot down. He fraudulently
took our victory
this is where
to another party.
Both of you, please caution. You're on national TV.
Guess what?
You don't have the right to cast aspersion on anyone.
Guess what? It's not about him. It's about him taking our victory and gifting it to PDP. And we worked hard and retrieved our victory back. And guess what? By the time we're retrieving our victory back, it was expected that we'll win in Edo State. Why were we not going to win? Because at the time when he was a member of the party, how many senators did they have? And at the time we're winning, how many senators did they have? Then you look at all the structures. When we had our primaries, we were able to retain all the aspirants who ran for the APC tickets. They remained within the party. There was settlements and people were talked to and they remained. All of the candidates who are aspirants who aspired in the PDP all left, including people like Right Honorable Mosedek Benidi, including people like Right Honorable Bede Yama, and a sundry of others, including today the Commissioner for Works, Ahabwe. He was there. They all ran. And they all left and came to the APC. Come to Ego, the Honorable Nusa Adams, all but brought this entire structure of the PDP. So how were they going to win that election? We won fair and square, and the court said we did. And that's final. Then you
back
go
to Anambra. Let's
State.
leave Edo State alone for now.
Anambra
You started
State.
all this, barrister. You started
Yes.
all this.
Go to
Please,
Anambra
let's
State.
continue, yes.
Was Anambra State originally an Abga state? It wasn't. It was a PDP state. Starting from the times of Umbadinuju, coming to Andy, sorry, not even Andy Uba. There was, what's his name?
Odeira.
No, the man I have.
Mbanefo.
Yeah, all of them that
Yes,
came after
yes.
that anyway.
Mbandeju,
The man that was
Mbanefo,
kidnapped
Odeira.
at one time.
Yeah.
What's his name again? So it was a PDP state hitherto.
Ezife, yes, that's his name, Ezife.
Ezife, yes, it was started. Then
Yes, Ezife.
Ojuku,
Yeah, Biret man,
Ojuku came in, they formed ABGA at the time, and they've been popular at the governorship level.
Yeah.
But guess what? How many senators do you have in each state? 3 senators. ABGA have never won 2 senators in any seat, in any election since they had the governorship. Maximum they win is 1, which they still have today in Victor Ume. It was YPP had their seats. Unfortunately, Senator Uba, passed away. But before he passed away, he had decamped to the APC as an APC senator. Then you have the PDP senator too. So it's been the sharing of the state into 3 political parties.
That means it's correct by saying that Soludo is scared.
He's scared for the right reasons, because he's scared because the state has been partitioned along different political party lines according to the senatorial district. One is within the grip of the APC, another within the grip of the PDP, and ABGA have the grip. So the victories have been very marginal, very, very slim victories, and he knows that he can fall either way. And given also that the mantra of the Ojukwu family is a serving minister in the APC. And it's going to count for something when it comes to vote mobilization, especially amongst the women folks and those who still hold their loyalty to Dim Chukwuemeka Ojukwu. And so all of these are factors. And don't also forget that he has, you also have Professor Soludo has since fallen out with the man who mentored him and brought him on board as governor of the state. It's not a par with Peter Obi, so the critical political actors in the states, I don't see anyone really filing or behind him. So he's a standalone candidate. So he's afraid for the right reasons if he's afraid. But having said that, we have taken our campaigns to the nook and crannies of the state, and we have a very good chance of emerging victorious come next weekend.
All right, Obanachi, you heard me said from calculation, permutation, everything is screaming APC. Lady Bianca is in APC. If you take us from both political parties in Anambra State, you just cannot wish away APC.
Well, like my friend has said, is his opinion. The total decider or the real decider of this Anambra election are Anambra people. Having said that, I have not seen Ojuku's wife, I think Bianca, formally defect to APC. He only appointed as an ambassador. I know he's trying to score a political point.
She's a minister, actually.
A minister?
She's a minister, yes.
Okay. Minister for State, I mean?
Foreign Affairs.
Okay, Foreign Affairs, good. Okay, as a minister for State for Foreign Affairs, fine. I've not seen her come out to campaign against the interest of her husband. If you appoint her, that's an individual. Now let her come and speak to say, vote against my husband, the intention, the decision, the statement, the idea of my husband. I've not heard her say that. Then in addition to that, the aversion, the general aversion, the hunger that is pervasive, the trauma that APC has thrown Nigerians into.
You just hold on right now. I want to go for a break. When we return, you'll continue from where you stopped, the APC and trauma that Nigerians are suffering. Mark that word. We'll be right back after this break. Don't go away.
This is a knowledge greenhouse. Uncommon thinking that accredited Igbinedion University as the first private university in Nigeria. We call it blue sky thinking. Here, where ambition and creativity drive learners to challenge the present, to discover value that will be demanded by the future. We call ours future-ready graduates, sharpened to ascend new heights through collaboration between university and enterprise, prioritizing creativity, innovative and entrepreneurial thinking to match graduate and industry demands in the global space. Discover how we keep winning laurels through education that de-risks uncertainties of a bold and beautiful future that awaits. Igbinedion University, advancing knowledge and creating opportunities with excellence.
Thank you so much for staying tuned. We are at the end of today's edition of This Morning on ITV. I've been talking about Anambra State Guber election, the prospect of party realignment. I have a barrister Justin Ore, and of course Honorable Ehi Ereva. Barrister, before we went on the break, you were making a point about the hardship that Nigerians are going through would be what may determine what now in the election.
Yes, like I said, that Anambra is under ABGA control, and Professor Charles Soludo is the governor, and one of the determining factors that will determine who to vote for. It depends on what is on ground, and APC being party in power, their policy have really not favored the masses and has thrown the masses into economic hardship and traumatized every one of us. So when you have these economic hardship and trauma at the back of your mind, and you are going to cast your vote, and that same person who has caused you this hardship, who has brought this hardship to you, is saying you should vote for him or person he supports, then you have your decisions to make. But from what I've gathered so far, I know that Professor Charles Soludo is a good standing to go for Anambra. You see, why governors are afraid? Like I said earlier, they have their reasons, and one of the reasons I've also mentioned, which is very, very pivotal. In addition to that, elections is supposed to be seamless. You know, if I want to come back to Edo State, look at 2012 election when General Charles Ariawe was contested of PDP then, was fielding with against Mr. now Senator Adams Aliyu Shomule, then comrade, you know. It was a well, I think that election is synonymous to like June 12. Free, fair, credible, and transparent. Then we're not even using beavers. We're using a TVC, temporary voters card, you know. So Adams Oshomole won 18/18 in Edo State. He won in almost all the wards and few units that were this key PDP stalwart head sway. I don't want to mention names, but he won in 18 local government, most of the wards and the units. They all voted across the 3 senatorial districts in Edo State because his works were visible to everybody to see. It was just like walking in park. You understand? But that era is not what we do see here again, because many of the governors do not have that sterling performance. And when you have it, you see the people also, the federal might want to come to play. So these are some of the indices that affect election. However, if you do well for your people, they'll kill before or behind you whenever you call them. You know, now coming to the issue of the Supreme Court, you see, my friend is not a lawyer, so he doesn't know how the law.
Are you talking about the Edo States?
No.
What are you talking about?
There is an issue about the talking about the judgment of the Supreme Court. Anybody
About what?
About the judgment of the Supreme Court that relates to Edo State.
Let's just
There's
stop
the
that,
point I want to
please.
point out. Any judgment of court
Yes.
can be picked and criticized.
Okay.
That is
Thank you.
the point. So that is why you see we write articles, we write publications, that the Supreme Court have said it, fine, I will abide by it. That is why the governor
You
is
did
there.
not- you did
not
Hold
criticize
on
it.
now.
You
Hold
made
on,
another
sir.
declaration.
Hold on.
Barrister,
Declare your own
Barrister
results.
Justin.
Hold on.
Right
now.
on
Let me-
national
hold
TV.
on, let me
Barrister
tell you what
Justin.
happened.
Declared another
Barrister
winner.
Justin, please,
It's
let's
not
leave all
an-
aside.
you are not an ENEC
Now,
man.
you know what? Now, let me come to you, Honorable Eyegariba.
If
He
we have to
raised so
go
much
on
point.
an
Hold on.
ENEC
He
man to
raised good
declare-
point saying that what Nigerians are going through
Yes.
will make Anambrarians to
Yeah,
vote
let me
for
finish what the
Abga.
point
Just
I
hold
was
on.
making.
Just leave the point for now. Trust me. Leave that point for now. Maybe when you're concrete, can talk about the point, okay? Say the situation that Nigerians are going through, the hardship
Yeah.
that they are going through will make people not vote for APC in this forthcoming Anambra election. Take it up
I
from
didn't
there.
even expect that he would conclude that statement, just that he was already halfway into it before there was a display of pricing during the interregnum while we waited. There was a
Seriously?
there was a display
Really,
of
Honorable,
pricing.
really? You want to go with that?
Hold on.
Hold on.
How was the price?
Please, hold on.
How was the price?
He has the floor. He has
What
the
was the
floor.
price? What was the price?
I am not asking the questions,
What was the
please.
price?
Hold on.
Please continue.
Hold on, please.
Please continue.
He looked at the pricing and he saw that in many cases over 30 to 40% reduction in the prices from just earlier on this year in the price of food items. When you talk about the pricing, what was the situation of Nigeria before this present administration? The question was, people wanted their hope renewed in the country. It's saying that you come to your father's house, he looks, because it was built maybe in the 70s and the 80s, it looks not too good to your view. And your siblings, everyone is thinking, your family, that you should remodel the house, you should make the house look better. That was the clamor of all Nigerians. But are you going to do so with a magic wand? No. In some cases, you need to take the roof out, take the windows, because you are modernizing. You need to change a lot of things. And now, people take a look at the carcass of your father's house at the point where you are taking out the old stuff before you start fixing, and it feels like, oh my God, this guy has destroyed his father's house. But why are you not patient to see the outcome? How are you judging a government by only 2 years of its existence? They are policies in place. They are not going to happen overnight. And now, if a man is critically able to think that the value of the naira is artificial, it's been subsidized since 1992. We are subsidizing the value of the naira. That is the truth. Yes, I know for a fact we've been subsidizing the value of the naira. And it was hanging.
Forget to 1992.
And you know what has happened in the past? Yes. We created a lot of billionaires. What were they doing? They were doing round tripping, whereby the value of the naira is XYZ at the central bank, and then you have the black market with a huge gulf between. So why do I need to do business? Why do I need to create an industry? All I need to do is to create some kind of import papers to go and get Forex from the CBN and sell at the black market. And that was keeping the Nigerian economy comatose, and industry was unable to grow. And one man said, no, we need to regularize this. We need to regularize this. Nobody can take from the CBN and sell to the black market anymore. Somebody had the effrontery, had the guts to say, no. I know there are a lot of cabal who are into importation of crude, and as a result, but one thing is a fact, from now, no more subsidies. And what did it result in? The Dangote refinery quickly filled that gap with the support of the government, which Dangote himself alluded to. Then you come to Anambra, like he was saying. Oh, the people will be grateful for the second Niger bridge that the APC brought to them. It's been in the pipeline for many decades prior to the coming to government of the APC.
But started with Jonathan, the PDP.
Yes, but they are going to remember who commissioned it when they from when they started using it.
Yeah.
Yes,
Right.
There are many abandoned projects, but we saw that through as a people. Then you now go back to the APC properly. You talk about Bianca Ojukwu have not formally declared for the APC, but she has not campaigned for ABGA either. And so, if you are happy on the one hand that Bianca is of the ABGA political extraction, but can serve in Tinubu's government. But on the other hand, again, you are very, very upset that Yeson Wike is serving, even though it belongs to another political party.
It's not destroying
Africa. So you cannot reprobate and approbate at the same time.
Our time is up.
You know,
I knew it's going to react.
you can't reprobate and approbate.
Thank you. But she's not destroying
She's not
ABGA.
campaigning for
right.
them
Thank
either.
you.
See that?
She's not campaigning
But
for
she's
them.
not fighting ABGA. She's taking ABGA to court.
Our time is up. Thank you. You've heard them. This argument can go on and on and on. Anambra said the election is coming soon. So they'll definitely have so much to worry about. Really.
Yes.
The opposition, everything is so strong in Anambra State. They have this, the individual tenders of saying, if it's A that I want, you can't catch me to go to B. That's why he is campaigning seriously. An APC that has shown allegiance to their feeding candidate is not a betrayal. Because people have asked that question. After I'm going to work for you, you're bringing someone to oppose me? And APC, I don't understand.
They only verbally made a declaration.
Anyway, fine. Fine. We have other political parties also competing or contesting in that election. Let's see how it will pan out. We want free, fair, and credible election. Gentlemen, thank you so much. Our time is
I
up.
thought you allow me react to.
Didi, please just okay, fine.
I will have to react
1 minute each.
Yeah.
1 minute each.
So,
go ahead. 1 minute. Go ahead. Start. 1 minute. 1 minute. Is that the reaction? Should we just end it right now?
Like he said about the economy, he didn't tell us
Yes.
the state of the price before APC government came.
Came in, okay.
President Buhari, now President Tinubu. Then he also said the foreign exchange that during Obasanjo, I would say as a fact, dollar was no more than 155 in the black market and in the CBN market. Even when Goodluck Jonathan came, it was APC that brought this, go and buy and come and sell at higher price.
That's very inaccurate.
No, that is true.
Your 1 minute is up.
That's true.
Your 1 minute is up.
The economy that was handed over to APC,
1 minute.
we're very buoyant.
Okay, thank you.
We're
1
very
minute.
buoyant.
1 minute.
Spread our economy.
Okay, thank you. Your 1 minute is up now. Your 1 minute to react.
The economy was in shambles, was artificial, and was not sustainable.
How much was dollar?
You are interjecting.
How much was
You are
petrol?
interjecting right now. Your 1 minute,
Which is
please.
not destroy
You are
facts
wasting
here.
my time, please.
We should not destroy
You are
1
wasting
minute.
my time.
1 minute.
And when he's talking about destruction of fact, we all know how many briefcase billionaires emerged during the Jonathan time were under the guise of subsidy petroleum. We know how much they wasted from these countries.
APC destroyed.
Oh,
When
can you
possible
just
was going
stop
to
Why are you
interrupting and be a
interjecting?
gentleman?
Why are you
Can be a
interjecting?
gentleman?
Barrister,
And
please.
secondly, one fact that you made I need to correct. When the Supreme Court gives a judgment, you cannot have your own separate judgment. You know why? Because you are not an INEC
Now you are going back, Honorable.
So you
Well,
cannot declare
your
a
1
result
minute
on
is
its own
up.
as
Your
a-
1 minute
as a lawyer.
is up. Thank you so much, gentlemen. Our
Thank
time
you
is
very-
up.